So here in the multitasking is that the operating system will try to do a multiple task and it is put under the time division multiplexing. That is what I mean to say. Processor time is divided into for a different task. Now here you can see CPU is given, multiple users are there. So multiple user is accessing the CPU and the CPU is distributing to all the users at a small time interval. And this time interval is just like atomic time. It is so small that you may not able to recognize, but it is going in that particular mode. Network operating systems, just like for example, like your internet applications. So you are using a network, when you are using an internet, your system should have a driver with respect to the communication system. Suppose you are using a modem driver വേണം, and how this particular modem has to communicate based on the communication protocols and communications related card should be there, and based on that the system operating system will able to know how the data has to be, how the packet has to send over the communication channel. So that is what given. Linux, Unix, Windows are an example related to the network WS for a multi-users. So these are incorporating such type of a network operating systems one attributes, so that it can able to support for the function. Multiprocessing പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ എന്തുവാണ്? Multiple processor. Say for example, you have heard about a core to duo, dual core. Now i3, i5, i7, all this thing is coming in the form of a more than one processor, so that it can process at a time multiple tasks. It is they are all the processes are working just like a thread. Thread in multiple activities that it is to it carries out. So threading, if the threading task has to go, then in that case you have to have a multiple processor in that particular situation to carry out. Now next comes the real-time operating systems. So that is the our basic subjects related to the to which we are assigned to. So what is real-time systems? When we talk about a real-time systems, it is nothing but it's a part of the operating systems, or it uses the operating systems to carry out the work in such a way that the response time, it is not the response times to carry out in this particular case should be instant. Instant should be the response time should be instant. Here it is designed to respond to an event within a predefined determined time. Predetermined time response time should be if you say that it is a fixed time, it is also okay. Or you can take you can say that it will able to respond in that appropriate time and in a given time instantly. So here the response time is fixed. So in the case of a real-time operating systems, we can process the processing is done within a time constant. So the time constant is in that time constraint. That means in the time constraint mode means it will not wait for a long time to complete. Rather, it will wait to carry out that time in that fixed interval. Take example, medical imaging systems, radar systems, industrial control systems. Suppose, say for example, if a particular in the industrial controls, say motor is running and the motor has to stop because of some hazard, immediately the real-time operating system will make that particular control to switch over from the running mode to stop mode. So that is what the real-time operating systems are. If you have to remember, there are two types: hard real-time and soft real-time. Because this is also one of the topic you can see in my notebook, hard and real-time system. Hard where the timing is very hard. That means if timing is very hard, that in that given particular time only it will able to carry out the work. Say you want to open the door at after say 1 second, then automatically the door will be open. But if you there is another type of real-time operating system called a soft real-time. So in this case, the timing is not a constraint. It can have a little flexibility to carry out that particular work. So that is known as a soft real-time operating systems. Just like you have those who have studied soft computing, we talk about hard computing and the soft computing. Exactly, it is in the same way the soft and the real time and hard real time. Embedded operating system is nothing but embedded means what? Enclosing everything in a one uh, 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 particular systems. So that is what embedded means. So if you are all devices are able to perform based on the embedded operating systems, that is called as the embedded operating system. Say for example, you are having an Arduino board, and in the Arduino board you are using a motor, you are using some limit switch, you are using some input sensors. So based on the sensor command, the Arduino will try to give a command to the output motor to either to get on or off. So all this thing is nothing but a part of the embedded systems. So here, if you take an example, washing machine, microwave, traffic light control systems, all these things are a part of a real-time embedded operating system. Distributed operating systems, no need to say cloud computing or internet. Today, whatever you are doing, today I am talking to you, it is based on these distributed systems. That is what being talked about it. So here, every system, every network, here I have shown a central network with the 4 other network, where in this network, there is separate operating system, separate server, there is a separate computer system with OS, like that one is there. So every network will be doing its own task, and it will be doing its own management, and thereby it will be communicating based on this. Say for example, I am talking to you. Sometime it may be coming from here to here. Sometime it may be coming here to here. Instead of coming to here directly, it will go from here to here and then to here. We cannot able to predict. But anyhow, this is a part of a cloud computing. Today, most of the cloud computing is taking place in the machine language, machine learning. You know that in the ML, what is that one? We talk about a different platform, like a Jupyter platform, or we talk about a Google Colab, or we talk about a GitHub. All this thing is nothing but a platform, a Jupyter notebook. If you type in my system, you can see this one. Here is that. Where is that? There is a Jupyter notebook section is there. Maybe that somewhere is there. Anyhow, if I type here a window, you see this, when you type this window PowerShell, you can see under this one you can run the Jupyter notebook. So these are nothing but the systems flexibility and compatibility that comes together for making everything easier. Now we go to the another segments. Is that I have talked about this one in more, so you will be able to do. പിന്നെ വരുന്ന എന്തുവായിരുന്നു virtual machines. Virtual machines പറഞ്ഞു കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ that means a machines which is not a real, but it will act as a imaginary to the systems. Why we need a virtual machine? Because we need the virtual machine because the single operating system will not do multiple tasks. So we can make our main operating system to create a one more operating system. Thereby we can able to do a multiple task. That's why this virtual machine is being done. And the virtual machine is a new operating system. Where it is, how it is coming, how is becoming new operating system? Because we have our own operating system. On namalkor operating system on the top, that is what on the top this new virtual operating system will be running. That's the meaning. So this is our operating system, and on the top of the operating system we are putting one more operating system. So that is the way. So virtual machines in the memory size, if you are having a sufficient memory size and storage memory, then virtual machine doing is good. On a simple system, simple just a 2 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM and 256 and instead of 256 GB, if you are using just a simple hard disk, the system may get hang up. So if you try to see virtual machines run Sangati under host operating system and a guest operating system. Now you come to this my figure. This is the figure related to the virtual machines where I can, let me see, I have my slide with respect to any figure is there. Yeah, we have some figures with respect to the virtual machine virtualization. So it is here. Okay. Anyhow, these are the some figures. We have seen these figures in my previous case. This figure, this figure, this figure also we have seen. So this is a operating systems in which the real-time operating system we are putting. This is the hardware. This is the user. So between the user and this user and the hardware is nothing but an operating system, the definitions. Operating systems drivers on this is a part of a systems level. Sorry, getting my points. And these drivers will be carrying out many activities of the hardware. Say, for example, you are giving a your computer is going to display. So display adana driver venu. So that driver is a part of the operating system. Then there is something called as a middleware. Middleware is putting externally, and an application is there. So this middleware we can able to get it from the market, purchase from the based on the system. What is middleware? It is exactly like the operating system, but it has several libraries based on the applications. So this is an external, but not a part of the operating system. So if you are running one application and if it is not meeting, then using this middleware, that you can able to, that middleware will interact with the operating system and will able to support your that application. That's why it is mentioned as an external. The market today, the market is growing in the middleware and in the driver. So once you know the middleware, and based on that driver, the operating systems can be able to run or execute that particular application, and thereby the hardware will able to perform the executions. That is what I mean to say. This is what I told about the different functions of the operating systems. Remember this one very well. Remember this drawing. This is I have shown. This is what is termed as a batch operating system. User is sending job operator. It will create a batch. It will go to the computer. This is what I have shown. Operator will make a different batch, and each batch CPU nathu vandatti it will execute one by one based on the operating system and the user program. This is the different types. If you can able to remember this one very well, its drawing, its advantage, its disadvantage, that is more than enough. Even if you know extra, it is a plus point to you. This is a peer-to-peer. Peer-to-peer is nothing but this to this, this to this. You have heard about a word like ad hoc operating systems. Ad hoc operating system. This is how it will work in the way. This is a multi-programming. I told at a time this can able to do a storage. At the same time, CPU can take this task. So this is known as the way of a multi-programmed operating system. Multiple, idine vera program, idine vera program. Time sharing modes. Distributed operating systems, I have shown to you in my notebook. That figure is sufficient for you. This is little complex because we are using a word kernel. Now, this is what the virtual concept is there. Now, let me minimize this one so that two things can be there. So if you see this particular case, let me minimize this one also so that I can have a one on this side and another where is gone. Okay, I don't know why it has gone to the other side or what. Anyhow, where is that I have shown? Okay, very good. So here you see this one. The host computer is there, hardware is there, your operating system is there, your virtualization is there. So virtualization is on the top of the operating systems. That is what this is our operating system in the system which we have. This one we are downloading the apps from the net, and if it has to purchase, we'll purchase it and then run it. On that, in this one, we create a guest operating systems. Ada ivide kaanchirikkunne. This is a guest operating systems. This is a guest operating virtual machine implementations. That means our system is going to create the virtual machine implementations. That one. So inside this one, this VM1 kernel and processor is coming here. VM1 kernel and operator. So VM1 is coming here, here, here. Then operator kernel, kernel, kernel. Then processor. So this is what you can have a window here, Linux here, then you can run a Apple here if it is a or you can run a Ubuntu here, like that, different operating systems. So this one you study, and here there are two modes, kernel mode and user mode. I have been using many times. User mode user mode is this particular mode. Okay, this particular mode. Kernel mode is nothing but these modes. This is a kernel mode, these sections. Idu varnya user mode. That is what I mean to say. And you have seen these questions, virtualization. Virtualization parni you just to see in this one so that you can understand here. If you see this figure, it is same as that figure. You see this is the hardware. Either hardware. What is the hardware of a computer? It is same thing. CPU is there. Let me take this one so that I can show you well. Okay. Let me shift it. Okay. So this is CPU. This part is a hardware. So that is what CPU, memory, storage, network. At the top and the hypervisor. You have to remember virtual machine day where or pair and hypervisor. Sometimes they put the trick questions, hypervisor. Then you should understand it talks about a virtual concept. So under that particular concept, you should be able to see that how you can able to write the answer. So under this particular situations, what happens? This hypervisor is nothing but a virtual memory. So it will try to take that particular what you call it will create that particular layer. On the top of that layer, it will try to create a virtual application. So I have talked about a virtual applications, that particular platform it is being creating. And once this platform is creating on the top and VM1 kernel and that one. You can see this one. It is written what? Guest computer VM1. That means every guest computer will be taking a small portion of this one. That is what it is showing. That means that means all these resources, it is partly taken. That's why it is been shown. On the top of it, you can create another. On the top of it, you can create another. That means 1, 2, 3. Only I have shown only one. You can write, you can draw, and you can make it, but no need to draw in the exam because only one is sufficient. That's virtualizations. Virtualization is basically, it is to create a virtual computing that makes one physical computing. One physical computing acts and perform like a many computers. So this is main board. You would create a physical computing based on that. Now, how will you do it? You need a VMware or a virtual box. You can, these are the software which is available. Okay. Now we go to the next, kernel. What is kernel? Kernel is nothing but a central component of the operating system. You see this one, kernel. It is an operating system. The kernel is the central point. And what kernel does? It is the same thing. Kernel is doing its duty. The operating system is a manager. So kernel is the main task, what it is doing. So it is acting as an interface between the users and the hardware. It is the heart of the operating systems, the central point of the operating system. It is an interface between the user and the software systems. So that is what interface between the users and the software system means. All the hardware which has to run, that command is through the software. That is what kernel is being doing. It is an interface between the hardware component and software application. Again, it is coming in the form of operating systems. So you have to understand what I have shown over here. It is same thing. It is just like this one. I put a memory, RAM, and hard disk. Here is all the input-output device. Okay. Now, kernel always use whenever a kernel do a handshaking or a request. A is communicating with B. So then there is a handshaking. First is what? Request, then acknowledge. No, request, clear to send, data, acknowledge. So this is the any request from the kernel is there, that will be based on the system call. So when the system call is done, then the kernel will do the activity. So you have to remember there are two mode of operations when you do a virtualizations. One is a user mode and another is a kernel mode. So here, if you try to see or when we even if it is not a virtualizations also, in a normal computer we have a two mode, user mode and a kernel mode. If you want to do in a user mode, the mode bit will be 1. That is a flag is 1. In a kernel mode, mode bit is 0. Whenever there are the communication it is taking place, user mode application user, kernel mode system. Basically for the system level things, if you want to execute, then the system level applications will be handled by the kernel. So here what is taking place, the user will be executing, and that under that condition even the mode bit is 1. If this user want to communicate with the kernel, that means our applications in kernel could execute in that particular case, this 1 should become 0. So to make this one into a 0, the automatically once this mode 1 becomes 0, it will come to kernel. Kernel applications in a run game, the applications. What it is going to do, it is going to user. Say for example, you want to run a app. Say one app you have to run. So that app, when you are running, you are in the user mode. So mode bit is 1. But at that time, when that app is taken to the operating system, to the kernel, it becomes 0. So when the kernel will run it and execute it and send back to the user, then this mode 0 becomes 1, and this 1 is going back. That is what I mean to say. So that is explained here. It is very easy to understand. Now here, you have to understand that these are just a simple software. It is not for explaining purpose. I have created this. Go through it, very easy. It is software distribution. This is just a basic things which is I put it. But reading see, I have written open source, firmware, shareware, bundle, soft privacy. In my notes, still you will find this was one time. Evolution of operating system. This is what you have to remember. And when exam comes, you can write this much. Okay, this is one part of it. Okay. Many things I have put it. That is a part. If you study this one, this will also score you with the figure. Now here, let me take it to one area. That is, it is whether it is there or not. Okay, no problem. We come to here. In my if you are having in my the notes which I given to you, there you try to look for this part. That is what a monolithic kernel and a microkernel. Monolithic kernel, that means all this whatever is in the green sheet, that is nothing but the function of the operating system. What are the functions I had told? I talked about the different functions, like a memory management, like about file management, then about security management, process management, data, then disk management, all these things, virtual memory drivers. The green is a function. If this function is taken place at a one stretch, that is not in a one building, that is known as a that is a part of the monolithic kernel. But when you talk about a microkernel, you will see that this part, in this part, everything is in the flat conditions. So this is known as a microkernel. Now, if you see this particular part, this is a kernel mode. This is a kernel mode. Idum kernel mode, because this is operating system. The green, red is a user applications. This is a hardware CPU. So when we talk about in the case of a microkernel is not in the application. You can have a different server. You can have a different driver, different file server. And then three application you can able to run the user mode. So this is communicating with the systems. So when it is communicating with the systems, that is a kernel. This particular mode is that. So it has a plus point and it has a minus point. Idunum plus point to minus point. You should study the what are the what you call comparisons between microkernel and monolithic kernel. This is very, very important. ചിലപ്പം monolithic മാത്രം ചോദിക്കുന്നുണ്ട്, ചിലപ്പോൾ micro kernels മാത്രം ചോദിക്കും. You refer this one, refer even the even internet about this particular case and understand this one so that you can you have any doubt. I have my notes is there, which has have been who has taken the whichever the students has taken the photocopy. In that is the microkernels. When we talk about it is a smaller in size, this is a larger in size. But when you talk about the difficulties in this one is that in this one this is fixed, but here you can able to retrieve. You can take it one by one, but you cannot take it because everything is put. So that's why this structure is complex. Whereas in this case, if error is occur, it can able to handle easily. This cannot able to handle. So it has advantage and disadvantage. The disadvantage is that in this case, the overhead is very high because all the applications we have to put under this one. So everything you have to handle, look after one by one. Even it is everything is under one building. So that's why this handling in this case is a better. So these are nothing like some part. This is a software and a hardware real time operating system that I have shared with you. I believe that these informations related to the modules that I have given to you will be sufficient to you understand. Once again, I just revised this one is that whatever we have discussed, what are the point we have discussed today? If you look across your syllabus, we talked about the operating system. We talked about operating systems, objective, functions, what are the different type of the operating systems. That is what we have discussed. And what are the major activities of the operating system that we have talked about it. Particularly functions is a very important area, and objectives you have to study. These are some 2 marks questions that is appearing. Then we talked about the operating systems in terms of its architecture, hardware architectures in our figure. That is we have seen in the certain figures we have discussed the applications. And we have talked about a batch processing systems. Then we talked about multi-programming, multitasking, then distributed operating system, real-time operating systems. We talked about and then embedded operating system. Angane different operating systems. You remember that figure, everything. And we talked about a kernel and virtualizations in the part we have talked about it. And how that virtualizations we are creating that two figure different form of a two figure we have talked here. That is what I mean to say. Different figures that is shown here with respect to the virtualizations. And finally, we talked about a kernel. And in the notes, I've been talking, when I talked about the kernel, I was explaining to you with respect to the kernel on the monolithic kernel and a microkernel. Monolithic kernel and microkernel, you should draw the figure. And dear students, it's my request that all the figures, at least when you are studying, just with the pencil on the one side, you draw it so that it will be there in your brain. And I believe that the whatever figures I have, whatever the discussions that we are having, notes, whatever I am sending to your WhatsApp or in your mail, these are nothing but an image that will be residing in your mind, and you can able to our figures which you can able to write it, you can able to perform it better. Any questions you want to ask? Please respond to my this chat. So thank you all of you. I believe that I was thinking that we will be getting some additional times to respond. Any of the students, those who are in the B batch, will be having a class. Anyhow, we will be starting sharp at 4 o'clock, and to see that we can able to complete the sessions. in a given time frame. So anybody want to ask anything? Are you in a position to go for the next module, or we will be doing in the 4 o'clock? Anybody can type it so that we can do it accordingly. You're okay if I can take the one more segment with respect to module 2. If you're okay, somebody can type it so that I can be ready to handle that session, so that our evening load will be reduced.